Now, Malcolm Turnbull is getting increasingly unhinged, isn't he? In his post-prime-ministerial life, he's obsessed with attacking his perceived political enemies of the past, and he's displaying an almost maniacal determination to lash out at News Corp, including this station. At this point, I have to declare that I worked for Turnbull for a year, more than a decade ago. That's becoming an embarrassing admission for me, but it's an important declaration, I suppose. And the reason I mention him is the bizarre, erroneous and paranoid piece that he penned along with former trade union boss Sharon Burrow for The Guardian Australia. That's the Green Left website that Turnbull secretly helped to lure to our shores back in the day. These two News Corp critics accuse Sky News of setting out to sink the Indigenous voice. They call it a deliberate campaign to spread fear and misinformation in the lead up to the referendum with the objective of securing a no vote. Now, there are two crucial points to make here. The first is that anyone who's listened to my views on The Voice understands that this is absolute nonsense. I support The Voice on this show, on other Sky programs. I've hosted a genuine and respectful hour-long debate on The Voice on this station. And like other programs right across Sky, we've had a constant stream of advocates and opponents for The Voice discussing the issue sensibly right across this station 24/7. And then last night, of course, we saw Matt Cunningham's insightful, balanced and moving documentary exploring the Voice debate from all angles. Yeah, there are plenty of Voice opponents on this station. There are plenty right across the country, in fact. And I disagree with some of their arguments, as they disagree with mine. We thrash out all sides. That's the way the public square is supposed to operate. That doesn't happen at the ABC, where it should. Neither does it happen at The Guardian. Turnbull could not be more wrong about the role of News Corp and Sky News in public debate. Incredibly, based on this ridiculous hit piece, the ABC, the taxpayer-funded media, got Turnbull on the air this morning to spread his vitriol and demonstrate he's living in an alternative universe.
It's just one scare after another. But you see, that's their business model. I mean, Patricia, what you try to do on the ABC is present both sides of the argument and give everyone a fair go, and so that people listen to, RN Breakfast and come away saying, oh, I'm well informed.
That is the funniest thing that Turnbull has said since he spruiked Snowy 2.0 as a nation-building project. There is simply no diversity of views at the ABC. News Corp and Sky News leave the ABC in their wake when it comes to wide-ranging debates on issues like The Voice. And the ABC presenter here, Patricia Karvelas, she knows that. She worked at The Australian and she worked here at Sky News. I've worked with her at both those organisations, and her green left views were never a problem with News Corp. Karvelas knows that Sky and News Corp air a variety of views on The Voice right now, but she could not bring herself to challenge Turnbull. She did not correct him. She just fueled the loopy green left narrative.
So you're worried that this channel will be dangerous to this referendum and to Indigenous people specifically?
What mealy-mouthed, pathetic journalism on the public coin. There's something else that Karvelas knows, something else that was highly relevant, something else that she should have put to Turnbull, but she dared not. It's the second crucial point about Turnbull's wild Voice spray, and that is that Turnbull did more than any other Prime Minister to try to kill off The Voice. He was PM when the Uluru Statement was made, and he rejected it. He called it a third chamber. He said it was a bad idea, and he thwarted Indigenous aspirations. I called it out at the time, writing that it was the biggest missed opportunity of the era. I wrote that instead of discussing the Voice proposal, Turnbull just rejected it. It was a cruel slap in the face to a vast array of Indigenous leaders who debated, discussed, considered and advocated these issues for many years. Yeah, Turnbull, masquerading as a Voice hero now, tried to kill it off back in 2017. He did more to harm the Voice project than any other politician at the time. Now he's had a change of heart, and now he tries to accuse others of doing what he tried to do. It is hypocrisy writ large. It's the sort of hypocrisy that does not help the Yes case. For Yes supporters, it might have been much better for Turnbull to stay on the No side.